Just know I'm down and diligent. I'm down and diligent. Ay, mama always working late. Daddy didn't work today. I got all these bills to pay, and I'm not even thinking straight. Probably twisting up a wood, trying to see what's up today. I've been engineering all my music, feeling all type of way. Drowning in my thoughts, I might get lost up in this tidal wave. Maybe I'm just tired of Seattle, I need brighter day. I get way too high, I lose my mind, I'm thinking all type of shit. Look you in your eyes, I see a star, son, your future lit. Smiling at your mama, all in love, that's my type of chick.
Full custody, like, men don't think that, like, this bitch work. Excuse my language. You feel me? She work, she get off, she got a race to go get these kids. If they in sports, she got to go sit with sports, lead there, got to make dinner, got to get school clothes ready for the next day, got to get them ready for the next day for our showers and shit. If you got to do hair, you got to wake up in the morning, start doing hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, drop them off. Then you got to think about it when we gotta piss. I got a 12 and 11-year-old. And when I go to the bathroom, they still come and stand there and try to hold a conversation. And I'm like, bro, this is my only time. Like, y'all really want to sit here while I'm shitting? Like, damn, it's that much love? Like, but it's like, that's what we go through. No matter what I eat, I was just telling them this right now. Like, whatever I get to eat, I'll probably get a bite or two because everybody like, Mama, can I taste it?
It just look better when Mama got it.
It's
right?
like, damn, we don't have nothing, not even time to ourselves. And it's just like, sometimes you got to think of when financially shit get rough or just little bumps in the road of life happens. It's like, we don't get a break. We got to work through it. We got to stay strong through it. We got to keep a level head through it because these kids need us, and any little thing can alter your personality. So when shit get tough and hard and shit, anything they do will make you want to beat the life out of them, just straight up. Like, that's how much frustration is built up, that any little thing that's normal for kids to do will set you off and make you blow. Like, because it's just like so much built up in you, and you won't recognize it unless you really sit down, because I'm one of them people that really sit down and I'll watch my kid and I'll be like, damn, cuz I'm about to lose it. Like, you just gonna keep doing that? Like, and then I'll look and I'll be like, calm down. And then I ask God for patience and help me to deal with it, because I'm about to whoop them out. Like, fuck a belt. I'm about to put my hands on them. Like, I'm really tired. You feel me? Right. So it's like, mothers go through that and it's never a break. Like, it's work is consistent. Parenting is consistent. Whatever fucked up is going on. Fathers don't think about, they a father, but they don't think of like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's why you hear niggas complain like, damn, child support, she got 200, 300.
What about the fathers that do go through that? Not postpartum distress, the depression or nothing like that, but just as far as...
No, it's a lot of good fathers. I'm surrounded by a lot of good fathers. I'm surrounded by y'all, shit. You know, Keith, like all the men around me is actually good fathers. Even my homies. But I'm saying
that go through that same shit, that same kind of stuff, that gotta work all the time, that gotta be the ones that cook.
They don't go unnoticed, but the thing about it is, you don't hear about fathers taking a life because shit is too much. That's where a man and a woman got different strength. Just like they say, a man being a single father, he can't handle it like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? We all got different type of strengths or whatnot. And that's why when you are in a relationship, we supposed to bounce off each other. You feel me? Like, we feed off each other. Whatever I see you having a down moment today, like, I'm going to take up the slack or whatever. But when it's nobody there to take up the slack, it's like, you just waiting to explode. Yeah, like, you waiting for something to press that button. You feel me?
We definitely got to support our women. For sure. For real, especially going through that time. That's a tough time.
I can only imagine that shit, how tough it could be.
Man, but the thing is, when you talking about postpartum depression, like, you got to think about it that, like, a lot of women, you're going through having a baby alone. That's a real emotional fucking situation. Anything could go wrong during this delivery. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was in that position with the last kid that I had. The dad wasn't there and shit, but the doctors was scaring me because all my kids were C-sections. So they was like, you know, this is going to be kind of dangerous because your uterus is real low from the other 3 C-sections or whatnot. And if it blocks her from coming down, then we will have to do, go to another procedure or whatever, and then you talking about bleeding out, and you talk about, so you be laying there, and sometimes just a nigga there to rub your shoulder or your hand and tell you it's gonna be all right could take everything away. But when you don't have that, and then when you had a baby, you emotional, like you holding this little human that you created, and then you got feelings running through your head like, damn, why he don't feel this way about this baby? But a lot of women don't realize that you're carrying this human for 9 months. You have a different connection than this man right here. His connection with the baby actually don't really start until he grab that baby when it come out and he do skin to skin. That's where his bond is created. You're carrying a baby and you feeling the movements. It's making you sick. You can't eat certain shit. All that, y'all already bonding. You know what I'm saying? A nigga don't got all that. You know what I'm saying? Whether he there with you every day or not. So it's like when a baby come, you be off the emotions and shit, but it be like men, until a man is really like invested in you and really love you, then he wouldn't have to be, you don't have to break all this type of shit down because he love you so much that it ain't no question asked. He's gonna be there. And he already know, I gotta comfort you. When you get out the hospital, I'm gonna make sure you comfortable. I'm gonna make the bottle. I'm gonna do this. You need rest. You just did two days of labor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some exhausting ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Your whole fucking bottom is opened up. You got to be sewed back together. Like, it's a lot come with having a baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need that support coming home. And think about women that come home and don't got it. You down there, like with all my C-sections, like I was out the hospital within a week, but everybody different. You feel me? I was back at work with all my kids within 2 weeks, and that's not normal. That's not okay after a surgery. But you got women that don't bounce back for a month or two after having that baby. Then imagine you not being able to bounce back from having a baby. Your emotions is on a roller coaster. You deprived of sleep. Your eating balance is off or whatever. So that means your attitude is fucked up as it is. Then this little shit won't stop crying. I'm giving you all I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like sometimes mama fall to their knees too and be like, I give the fuck up. Cause nothing that I'm doing is working.
Right.
And it's just a part of life. And mentally, you have to be strong. Everything is come from the mental. If you mentally strong, then you can overcome anything because you know at the end of this tunnel, it's a light. You just got to make it there.
Yeah. We want to shout out all the new mothers too. Everybody that might be going through that. Somebody here that care about you on the Dad podcast. You feel me? We care about you. Reach out. For real. We talk back. You know what I'm saying? But you tuned into the Down and Diligent podcast. Y'all already see what's going on. It's a real goodie today.
Yes, sir.
You already know, Joey. What's up with it?
Do yourself a favor. Go ahead, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what y'all think, man. Y'all got any suggestions out there? Y'all want to come on the show? You know what I mean? Just hit us up. You know, all our social media tags. Just hit us up.
Straight up, you already know, man. Also too, I want to take this time to acknowledge my late grandfather, Elliot Dabney. He passed away on Friday due to his fight with cancer.
My condolences.
Share my condolences.
For sure. So I just want to send him a special shout out. To my guy, man. I love you. I appreciate you. Everything you instilled in me, checking up on me, your great grandkids, man. It was really an honor being your grandson, man. And I love you, and I see you when I see you. I'm gonna continue to keep pushing. You feel me? So rest in peace to you.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
We got Eli back up in here, man. Part 2.
See.
Couple people been kind of requesting her to come back.
For
real. So what's up with you, Eli? What's going on? How you doing, man?
Nothing new. Just getting it together. Like from where I was the last time I came and where I'm at now is a whole different program, whole different.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how fast shit be changing up or whatnot. But at this time in my life, I'm really trying to do a transition. Like, you know, I'm always looked at like Southside, like she turned up, she woo. So it's like, it's so much more to me or whatever. And like, at the end of the day, like I've outgrown that shit. Like how we was just talking about like successful gangbangers and shit like that. Like, I'm going to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
what's up. Speak it to it.
But I just really want to wake the youth up, and I don't want them because I've noticed that a lot of fucking kids look up to me. Like, when I be talking just to be talking, but it touched so many younger people, younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I could just like save a couple of them to like not think like that's the route of life, gang banging or whatever, that's my goal. When they all reach out to me, I make it clear like it's a lot to this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole lot of more disloyalty, fake shit, and backstabbing to it more than love and unity and you know guidance, the shit that you need for the real world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just want to wake my youth up or whatever because I really got kids and I would hate for one of y'all kids my kid be their target in the future. You feel me? Because when you a parent to every kid that's you surrounded by. You not just your kid. Like you know that a kid needs an adult for guidance, love, you know, understanding, all that shit. And sometimes they parent not gonna always be there. And it like y'all know back in the days, if you was doing something you ain't had no business, the neighbor lady would step in and be like, I'm gonna tell your mama, you know you ain't got no business
That's
doing
where they
that.
say it take a village.
Today, exactly. But today, a lady, an older woman come out and be like, you don't do that. These motherfucking kids will curse her the fuck out and send her on her way. You feel me? Right. And that's not the way. You know what I'm saying? Because when your parent ain't there, you need somebody else to take up the slack. Because like you said, it take a village. You feel me?
And there's some adults that will bypass when they
a lot.
It
ain't mine. It ain't my kid. But at the same time, you can't always be there for your kid, and you will want somebody to step in, not to be a parent, but just to give them some words of encouragement, because sometimes kids think that your parent just is parenting all the time. Like you think you just, but sometimes hearing it from somebody else be like, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like
we was just talking about this, honestly. You know, not to what's the name, but me and Joe was talking about this, and we was talking about sometimes how like I know for me, it'll seem like certain things ain't getting through to my kids when I say it like, damn, bruh. But it'll take somebody else, and it's like, you know, I used to look at that shit the wrong way. Sometimes I still do. Like, bruh, for real, I told you this. You know what I'm saying? Like
the way I break it down to mine is I constantly try to tell them that nothing that I say is to hurt you. Everything that I tell you is to protect you because I love you so much. So I'm either trying to stop you from going down the wrong road, cause you any harm, or you being sneaky and getting yourself in some shit that I probably can't even get you out of. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's how I break it down to them. Nothing that I'm saying, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to put your back up. I'm trying to save you. I love you. Ain't nobody gonna go to bat for you like I'm gonna go to bat for you. So I need you to understand and respect where I'm coming from and trust me as your parent though.
Yeah, that's how you gotta break it down to them.
Right.
Yeah, because I realized with growing up, like, you know how like coming up, they be like, oh, when you get older, you'll understand. If you would have just fucking broke it down to me, I didn't have to make the mistake to fucking get that lesson. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us was open to the mistakes. It was just, okay, well, a hard head make a soft ass. Mm-hmm. Okay, why are you saying that? What the fuck come with this? Yeah. Let me know. You know what I mean? We didn't really get the breakdown of this and that. It's when you get older, you'll realize, or if you live to reach my age, you'll get it. And the fuck? I break it down to them. Everything. I'm saying this because it is. And this is what comes with that.
It gives them understanding.
Yeah.
You know, when you do that.
And a little kind of fear too, to like not fuck up or even go down that road that you said, because at the end of the day, even being sneaky, they be like, okay, well, I don't want to get caught, so I'ma just not do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I talked to my son. Well, like one time we asked him, I was like, man, who else do you, because I'm talking about the importance of community, like, and people really stepping up for a kid that might not even be yours, like you said. Back then, we really had people that'll probably look out for us and stuff like that. Right now, it doesn't, because of all the different disconnection and stuff. But I asked my son, I'm like, who do you probably look up to besides me, or who you think you could go talk to besides a male figure? Mm-hmm. And he was like, I don't really know. Like, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy, because we need more people to be like really be able to step up and listen to our kids and stuff like that. So I asked him, and I'm like, damn, bro, that's really important to have someone, because I had people I could talk to. Like, I had my cousins, I had my pops and all that shit.
Yeah.
So. Right.
More than one person. When you knew this person ain't gonna side with you, I'm gonna just go over here because he's gonna be more understanding.
Yeah. We get different perspectives.
Think about how often though, when you was younger, you was his age, how often you was around family or
For
your
sure.
cousins and stuff like
I
that.
was way
Now
more
look
It ain't
at it
like that no
way
more.
more often.
it's
Yeah,
not like that. We got
It's
big
distant.
mamas that passed away.
everybody.
So
Yeah,
where everybody used to go or whatever like that, it's more distant,
Mhm.
like you said, and people was moving here, migrating probably to the valley or something
yeah.
or whatever
Everybody
the case
moved out.
is, you know. So
Yeah, but you were talking about so you're in the process of making a transition, right, from
Mhm.
this lifestyle to the next. I want to know what since you're like literally like in that transition period, what does that look like?
It's like it's difficult because I don't give a fuck how nobody feel or nobody think, but it come with a lot of politics or whatnot. You got people that feel like, well, if you doing this, that mean wait, you gonna fuck with enemies? You gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, I'm on another podcast and I'm doing it with a blood or whatever or whatnot, and I know once that hit out, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be like some drama a little bit, but I don't give a fuck. I'm willing to work with whoever want to work with the community with no limits. You feel me? At the end of the day, so it's like it come with a lot of dislikes, hate, and a lot of whispering behind your back or whatnot. But who gonna stop me? It's like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not. It's what we was talking about. I don't give a fuck about people opinions and the views and if this get put out there, all y'all can criticize all you want. That's
What they gonna
I
do.
need some of that
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Criticism
Good or bad, they
is
gonna
not
criticize,
bad.
for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Some people take it as bad. Everybody not gonna agree with you. Everybody not gonna see your vision. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay for them to throw their little criticism out there and you take some of that to give you more of a push to make sure you throw it in their face. You feel me? Like, so it's like with the transition, it's a difficult because you got people that I love and I fuck with that still want to be on that and not want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like how do you cut your people all the way off because you on a mission right now and you can't be sidetracked? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you still got your foot in the mud and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it'll be hard because I'm a person that's so loyal that if something happened to you or something, I'm coming. You feel me?
Right.
But if I'm over here trying to live like this and you still playing out there, it's like now I'm gonna be contradicting myself because it's like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it come with a lot, but it's work.
Right.
It's works.
Yeah,
I'm happy
let
to
me-
hear that too, though.
Yeah,
That's
me
dope.
too. Let me ask you this: during that transition, right? How hard is? And I'm only asking you this question because this is something I seen you reposted.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, ain't no shame and no game or nothing like that. I seen the video you having a fight in the Walmart parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
How different is it to stick true to your transition than to not go back when
That
certain
shit drove
like
me
that
crazy.
happen?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That shit drove me crazy because, like, for one, I might be from where I'm from, but motherfuckers you don't see me throwing up fuck people hood or saying fuck people hood or none of that type of shit because that's not the type of shit that I be on or whatever. Just leave me the fuck alone. I stay in my lane. I came from where I'm from. I felt like I survived my time. I'm 35 years old. Fuck I look like out here. Oh, I'm from Wooty Woo. People just know where I'm from. You feel me? But I'm not out here like, where you from? Or, you know, on that type of timing or whatnot, like, because I'm bigger than that for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when that shit happened, you got to realize this person seen me multiple times before this. Like y'all know that's an enemy or whatnot, but we've done seen each other and she made it known that she don't bang no more. She not on no bullshit, none of that type of shit or whatever. So like I told anybody else, if I was walking out the store and she was coming in, I still would have walked past her because I wouldn't have never thought nothing of it because it already been established that you ain't on that. You feel me? But now I'm in your neck of the woods. You know what I'm saying? Your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Now you showing out. That's the way I looked at it because y'all got to realize, like, when I came out, it's niggas. That's what people don't see in the video. It's a lot of niggas coming from between the cars, recording and all that shit. So I'm in a position where I can't watch everybody. And I know that I'm out of bounds right now. You feel me? So it was too hard to try to think fast, and you know what I'm saying? Because once this shit get cracking, I can't watch everybody. And that always been one of my main things, like growing up all my life or whatever. Like even when I was at Dominguez and I'll be going up to the Compton station, them enemies too, like I'll be up there. And whenever I'm out the squabble, I'll tell the football players, you feel me, from Dominguez, just don't let nobody stab me or, you know what I'm saying? I can't see everybody. Just let me get my squabble in. You know what I'm saying? Keep it like that or whatever. So it was like some fast. I wasn't fist to run because I'm not scared. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was scared, I wouldn't have never been over there because you feel me? I would have felt like something was a threat. I never felt like a threat. You know where I lived my whole life. So it ain't, I don't feel like that. So it was like, I was just in my, you got to realize when before I left out the store, I'm on fucking live and shit, giving bitches the rundown about cervical cancer and cervical. I'm trying to tell them about the products not to use and all that shit. So they had me off track, first of all. I shouldn't have been in there that long, but I was. So I'm up on there trying to school motherfuckers. You feel me? And then boom, I come out to like this whole ass bullshit or whatever. But for the most part, after the shit was up, I wanted to press play. You feel me? Like I felt highly disrespected. Like I felt like, you know what I'm saying?
Did it, not to cut you off, did it fuck with you?
Yeah, because I wanted to go back. No, not social media wise. Nah, hell no, because everybody know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing that's new with me. Like, people been watching me fight all through elementary, middle school, high school, my whole fucking life. So it's like, motherfuckers know me. You know what I'm saying? So the criticism.
That's how I looked at it. I just looked at it like it was a squabble in the
Yeah, people like, it was like nothing like, everything come with politics and shit. So you gonna have people all the people that celebrated that. You got to realize I'm from a hood that the whole city disliked. A lot of people was waiting to see some shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it was like when I was seeing, you know, people sending me with other people posting and all that shit, it was funny to me. Because it's like, damn, what is it to you? Y'all don't even see me on an everyday basis. Like, I don't even follow y'all. You're like, I've been out of high school. How long, bitch? Why you mad? Like, you posting this shit and you egging it on or whatnot. But at the end of the day, like, where you come in at? That's how I feel about a lot of people. Because it's like, I really be in my lane doing me. Like, a motherfucker could barely see me unless it's really in traffic. You feel me? I don't be on people's scenes and all that. So it's like, for so many people that I don't fuck with, that was cheerleading and shit, it just showed me misery.
Fuck with you? It
didn't fuck with me at all. I found it funny. Like, I felt like, damn, the hate real. Like, and it just helped me realize, like, when all these Instagrams getting taken and reporting and shit, now I see, like, it's a whole lot of fake love. Motherfuckers been waiting to see that. That's all they did.
You doing something right.
Yeah, so it was like, and then you got to realize the whole fucking damn near city tapped in. Nobody felt that shit. Like, everybody know gangster shit, buster shit, and clown shit, and when you doing shit for the cameras. So it was like, ain't nobody take it as like, oh, she big, bad, Mark Eli. Ain't nobody take it like that. So it ain't affect me none. What affected me was how to come back. That was my hardest part. Yeah, it was like really sitting there, like, do I want to throw everything away, like, to prove a point, or, you know what I'm saying? And then once they was playing up on the internet and shit, and then I did go back up over there and the police had got up on me or whatever. It was just like, when the police got up on me, that was my sign, like, leave it alone right now. Like, leave it alone. Like, and then them niggas was making all type of little videos and shit, like, oh, they waiting for me, the niggas. Like, making videos, talk about they waiting for me and shit. And I'm like, I'm be in jail playing with this shit. I'm be in jail, okay? It ain't worth it.
Right.
No matter how much I'm mad or disrespected, I'm gonna trick myself on my position.
For sure. That's a good thought process to have, especially when you're in a position to transition from that lifestyle to, you know, a whole nother lane. So, I mean, it's water under the bridge, you know what I mean? And just keep pushing. I feel that, man.
Life come with hiccups.
For
like,
sure.
You got to realize, like, I'm making videos, the whole city watching and all that shit. Like, it's going to be a lot of people that don't agree with you.
Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Talk to us about motherhood, man. You beautiful children. How many
It's a
children?
beautiful
How many
struggle.
kids you got?
I got 4.
What that? Like 4
because like, this the thing with me. Like, I would literally like have 10 by now if I was really like in a stable relationship. 'Cause I really love my kids, like, or whatever. But the first 2 relationships didn't work out, unfortunately, or whatnot. But life goes on. But I really always was a goal like 10 kids, because I want my kids to be like to the point where, like, whatever you don't got, this one got. Whatever you don't bring to the table, you bring to the table. Like, I want them, God forbid, anytime soon, but when I'm gone, I want them to be a team. I want them to not have to have as many worries and shit. I want them to have each other back. So I really wanted to have a team for real.
Mhm.
But parenting is a beautiful struggle. Like, it's your kids are your light, your everything, your motivation and whatnot. But like when we was talking about postpartum, even if it's not postpartum, you're on a constant roller coaster with your feelings or whatnot. You got to realize that, okay, I'm dealing with somebody that's been in jail for almost 3 years, not getting no love, no
Is he
affection.
coming home?
He's fighting his time right now, so we don't have a date, but when God see fit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got to get their lesson.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to cut off what you were saying. I don't. I really don't.
oh,
But can you talk to us about having that are you in a relationship with him?
yeah, I'm in a relationship. I
Okay.
love him to death.
Having that relationship with somebody that's incarcerated and not knowing what to believe when they
What's the
come,
outcome?
and just still having faith though and still pushing. How hard is it to continue that while carrying it? I mean, while taking care of their kids and continuing to support them. Do you ever feel like you doing
It's
this shit for
emotional.
nothing?
I probably cry like once a week, like, because it's like, okay, we talking about he get 300 on his books every week. That's not even phone time. Phone time, we gonna say like in a day, phone time is like $40 a day. We gonna say like it's $5 is for an hour, and this boy sit on the phone day in and out. Like, just because it's like when I'm in traffic, he in traffic with me. So he listening to the radio. Like, sometimes I take him from that place. You know what I'm saying?
I want to make this clear. Hold on, because I hate to keep cutting you off, but I gotta say this, and it's no ill will or nothing towards nobody or no bad words. But young men, think about the position that y'all putting y'all women, y'all mother, the people that gotta take care of y'all.
Right.
Think about the position y'all putting them in when y'all make irrational decisions based off y'all emotions, and y'all wind up y'all have to go fight time and shit. Break it
This-
down.
this is
Three.
the-
So
yeah.
the thing is, right now he in the county, so it's different from being in the pen. So it's expensive in the county or whatever. So he get 300 on his books just to make sure that he don't got none of the cheap hygiene and shit, like shit that's gonna fuck his skin up, or you know what I'm saying, like all that bullshit or whatever, so he can have a nice shit and be able to eat or whatnot. Then on top of that is the phone time. And on top of that is court every 2 months. On top of that is visits twice a week. Outside of you working, being a mom, doing the kids and the sports and all of that, you're going to sit at a jail for at least 3 hours out your day, twice out the week. You know what I'm saying? For visits, letters. They still want letters and pictures because they want to see, and outside of talking on the phone, they want something else to do. So I write letters. What I do is I write letters while I'm at work. I work graveyard. So while I'm at work, I'll write a little quick little letter or whatever. When I get off in the morning, I drop it off at the post office. And we were just talking about that this morning. Like, on top of all that, you giving and you giving and you giving, and you just in hopes when this person come home. This is a lot of people. You just hoping a motherfucker get it right. A motherfucker come home and help you. A motherfucker, I meet you halfway or whatever. Like, you not getting nothing. They can't do nothing but sell a dream to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's where loyalty come in at, and knowing like who you really fucking with, because niggas play that shit until they come home for sure. I see it all the time or whatever. So you gotta really like not be a gullible bitch too, to know that whether this is real love or a nigga using you to get by. And that's where the tricky part come in at, because you could be there. I watch people be there for niggas they whole time, and then they come out and be with a whole motherfucker that you like, what the fuck? But
Yeah,
that's where social media come in at, because this bitch that was holding you down ain't up to par to what you feel your name is. So you can't be public with her though. You know what I'm saying? But the bitch that was out here throwing pussy ass, all that shit, she fly, pretty, everything, but you want to be up under her because she a good look on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all real tricky or whatnot, but it's a real fucked up feeling, like days that you just wish, like a lot of shit that I go through, sometimes I just wish that I could just go and put my face in my boyfriend's chest and cry. Like, I just wish he was there for that. Just that little bit. You know what I'm saying? Going through different shit. When the shit that you just brought up with the shit that happened when I was at the store or whatever, like I felt by myself because I don't go get nobody or nothing. But I know what it would have been like if I had my team player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he would have looked at it, felt about it exactly how I would have felt about it and looked at it, and he would have been ready to do whatever I was ready to do. You know what I'm saying? So that team player, when you feel like you playing, but it's nothing coming back just yet. You just hoping that, in the future, ain't nobody putting nothing on my books. Ain't nobody paying for me to have phone time. It's like paying for a relationship at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's real expensive as fuck outside of rent, bills, taking care of kids and all that type of shit. So it's like, also, it's a different world for them in there. It's a different ball game up in there. Like, it's real crafty, evil, fucking, you gotta realize that they next to niggas that's possibly not coming home. So he don't even really want to see you go home. So all type of messy shit crack off up in there. And every time he call, whatever I'm going through, however I'm feeling, gotta be put on pause to make sure I get his mental right so he could keep standing strong through this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of times that I cry because it's like I feel like I'm just existing for everybody except me.
Right. And I take my hat off to all the women out there, to you, you as well, that really just holding their man down. I know, it sound difficult as fuck, right? It sound like, because you, like you said, you giving, and you
One
got
thing
your life
people,
that you working on.
first of all, what people need to realize is sexually, that's really important. Like that's like
Intimacy
a
in a
real
relationship.
relief, a stress relief,
Yeah.
like, having a sexual life, like whether you committed to somebody or not is important. You feel me? So to not have that, like completely in your life, and then that's a whole nother stress on top of everything else.
I'm glad you bring that up because not like that. But I'm thinking, because my mind state is, how gullible do a man? I'm not even gonna say gullible. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a need. If you're in prison for a long time or whatever, it's a need, and you still want a woman. You still need that woman touch her to hear that woman voice or whatever. So you just gonna accept whatever. But I don't think that a man that's in prison for a long time should be expecting his woman to be faithful sexually to him. I feel like if she
It's selfish.
devoted to, putting money on on his books and making sure he's straight and shit, that's what you should focus on. You feel me? But if you know you got time, you got a lot of time, why is you worried about who she getting it from?
I think what worries them, because talking to my boyfriend, is his exact words was, I know how it feel to have your love. And just to think somebody else, you being affectionate.
That's the word.
Because he like, you're not a nice female.
I know how you do certain things.
Yeah, so he like, when you in a relationship, you completely different from what everybody see you. Like, you loving as fuck, like you everything a nigga want. So if you give a nigga that time, I'm not gonna be, they know they getting kicked out the way, out the picture after so long of her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's difficult for them too. So it's like, they just hoping that you a solid bitch.
So much. Yeah, that's all you could do.
They hoping you
They
a
just
solid,
hoping.
and that's why he sit on that phone all night. Like, I'm literally be sleep, and cuz would sit there until the phone hang up, and he's gonna call back and just sit there, and I'll be like, damn, this is crazy, but that's the comfort it give him. You know what I'm saying? Because if he don't talk to me, he going crazy. Like it's been times I've been mad at him, and I mean, when I say every homie he got calling, mama calling, sister calling, he got everybody calling. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's crazy. So it's like, I don't even be wanting to put him through that though, where his mind is feeling like, damn, what the fuck she out there doing? Or what because I'm really waiting and I really love him. Like, so at the end of the day, it's like, it's never doing anything to hurt him or harm him. So everything and how I move is always to make him feel secure. Cause niggas go into jail in and out.
We need that assurance. Niggas need that assurance.
Yeah. And you gotta realize, like, a lot of these everyday niggas on the streets be back and forth in the jail. It be motherfuckers I'll be sitting next to today, and tomorrow he be like, oh, that nigga was with yesterday, he right here.
Right here
He just came in this motherfucker. You feel me? So then you got the niggas that talk like bitches. So it's like, I'm very careful of a lot of things that I do, because even niggas hold a lot of jealousy in their heart too. A nigga can't wait to go back and report to your bitch. I mean to your nigga like, yeah, the homie smashed your bitch.
Yeah, they're looking,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't allow that to happen where a motherfucker could go back and tell him anything. Like, everybody fucking know me. Everybody watch what the fuck I do. When I'm coming out, when I'm doing shit, I see it all. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of shit that I ain't know a motherfucker was watching me, and he come back and he be like, oh yeah, the bitch Wooty Woo was there and she said this. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
This bitch went and told her nigga he in jail, and this nigga telling my boyfriend, like, how the fuck that happened? You know what I'm saying? A lot of gossiping go on.
Right. Have you ever been in this position? Say if you had like a previous boyfriend and it didn't work out the way that you planned this to work out. How did that? How would
both
you
of my
feel
baby daddies.
Oh, both of them. That similar
Both of
situation?
them. Like
So this dude in jail now, is that your baby daddy? Or?
No, he should be. But nah, he not. Like, I got a baby daddy that's in jail, and he been in jail for the last, Poochie is 6. He went in when she was a couple months. That's not his baby though, but he been in for 6 years. Before he went in for the 6 years, he had did like 5. And you know, Dino ain't, and his son 12 and his daughter 11 now. So it's like, he been back and forth. He ain't really had like a whole year with them out their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Not even 3 months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He be right back and got digits. So it's like, I really wanted it to work with him. That was my dog. Before we had kids, we was together 3 years. So that was like my everyday best friend and shit. But it's like, at a certain extent, it was like, he went to jail when baby Dino was 3 months and I was pregnant with Eliza. So it was like, at some point when he had got out and went back, it was like, okay, well, I held it down for 3 years. Before that, I did 2 years. You got to do you now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm not bringing him for no visits. When he was in jail, he got visits in Wayside every weekend. I was bringing them kids to see him. Letters, phone time, everything, you name it. You feel me? And it was like, if you gonna come back and fuck up, you was able to see your kids for free, talk to them for free and all that shit. So you made a decision to go back. So I can't fuck with you this go around, straight up, just on real tip. Like, I'm not about to put my life on hold no more, like, at the end of the day. So boom, that was over with. And then 2 years later, I had got with my second baby daddy. The crazy part about him was he wasn't no gangbanger like that. I mean, he came from Watts or whatever, and he got family from over there, but he wasn't no known or no, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of young or whatnot. But it was like, once he started dating me, it's like he started trying to just like be a gangbanger. And I'm like, it ain't even in you. Like, what the fuck? So have you ever heard that saying, it's cheaper to keep her?
Yeah.
Okay, so I felt like that with him. Like, my rent was so high. Like, it was, my rent always been over $2,000. I've always had foreign cars. I always had car notes. My kids always been taken care of a certain way. So it came to the point where when we would get into it and he would depart or whatever he do, it was like so expensive just to pay for people to watch them, pay for people to help me, woo to the point where I'm like, this nigga ain't shit, but I gotta use him until I'm financially cool where I could do it by myself, because it costs me more money to pay for childcare and shit than just letting cuz do it. You feel me? So it's like, but then it got to where I'm too fucking unhappy to the point where my pleasure is coming from the shower head. And that's when I woke up like, cuz I'm using a shower head. I wasn't
drew you into liking him then?
He wasn't what he was trying to become. That's the thing. He was like a gentleman, a cool person. Like, he was cool. But it was like, after our son, it was just like, I felt like my name was so ringing bells and he was nobody, that he wanted to prove he was somebody. And it was just like the shit and the way he was moving, it's just like, that's not you.
So your persona kind of influenced?
It was like weird a little bit. And
so
I'm like,
you ever feel like you had to like kick your shit down a little bit? Like,
I did, because you got to realize, when I'm in a relationship, I'm fully in a relationship. Now, when anything like far as gangbanging take place, is because somebody called me and I'm coming. I'm not out there looking for trouble and shit and all that type of shit. So When I was with him, I always worked a job. And when we talk about working, I'm always doing 12-hour shifts and shit. So it's like, I won't be out in the field like that or whatnot. It was just like, as time got on, even him being a bum was just a turnoff. Like, God damn, I'm getting you jobs, cuz you can't hold on to a job. And then it got to the point where when I'm getting off work, he picked the kids up from school and he's waiting for me to get off work so he could go hang out. And I'm just like, damn, you don't got nothing going on with your life. You can't wait for me to get off work for you to go run to the hood and not make $1, not do nothing. Like, and it's just like everything about his life just started turning me off. And it was just like to a point the pandemic hit and I was like, I'm fit to start all over. I had went to jail and I had lost my place, my car, my nursing license was on hold or whatever. I lost everything in a week fucking with a white bitch. So when I had got out, I just really like
Fucking with a white bitch out.
Okay, so boom. I was fucking with this white bitch. She was cool with my sister that had went to jail.
What? Messing with a Caucasian woman.
Yeah, we
Let me clarify.
we love everybody.
Yeah, sorry, you might
They So, okay, this is what happened. So she was cool, a homegirl, whatever, or whatnot. So I had a car accident and I needed another car. So I needed a co-signer. She was like, fuck it, take over my car note. She had a new Mazda. She wanted a foreign car. So she like, take over my note so I could get another car. So I agreed with her to that. I'm like, okay, I'll take it over. So boom. I'm not a female that really like hanging other niggas' hoods and shit like that. But like, the white girls, like they kind of like that excite them, like, our hood life. Like, so she be wanting to be on all the scenes. And I'm not that type of female.
And you not in the gang, you in the militia.
So
you remember
she was hitting me up every weekend. Oh, this hood got a hood day. Let's go with you. I'm like, I don't get down like that.
Right.
So it was like the second weekend irritated the fuck out of me when she was calling me like, oh, they doing this with you, boo boo, and they gonna have a baseball game. So I'm like, look, I've told you numerous of times that I don't go to other people's hoods and I don't hang out in other people's hood days and all that type of shit. Stop asking me about it. So it almost became a vibe where she liked me. I started noticing like, damn, she kind of want to fuck with me in a way. Like it seemed like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She started randomly calling my baby daddy lying, telling him shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? So after I like really got at her raw on everything, I had got off of work. I went to the city to get my kids. We was driving and I got pulled over by the police and they was like hopping out with guns and all type of shit. I got my kids with me, so I'm like, what the fuck going on? So they tell me that the car was reported stolen. So she lied or whatever. I got processed. Whenever you got like nursing license and shit, they automatically put a hold once you like went through the system or whatever. Like you got to show all proof that charges was filed. You didn't do jail time. They got to know everything. So when I had got out in my apartment. It was a vacate notice in red. So I'm like, what the fuck? So when I went to the office, they like, oh, your place was reported as a CPN. Somebody said that somebody kept calling saying that was a CPN. So the bitch, while I was in jail, kept calling my apartment. I was staying in Corona and she let them know that it was a CPN. So I had to move now. Got out, didn't have a car, nursing license on hold. That's where, cuz I was just like, you got to go. Like, I'm trying to like work 2 jobs to get everything back. And you just like, it seemed like I got another kid at this point. You feel me? So that's where we had departed. We had departed. It was like the pandemic jumped off. That was the year the pandemic jumped off. And I just made up my mind that I'm going to just hustle what I know or whatever. I'll start hustling drugs again and I'll start working. And nigga, I had everything less than 6 months. And still to this day, it's easier than when I had him. It's the faith in God. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to let him go because of the fear of possibly drowning, of not having no help after becoming dependent on getting help when you never had it.
So you just gotta believe pretty much and step
I
out
had
on
to
that
put my
faith,
faith in God or whatever because I was living miserable. I was miserable with that man. Like I'm telling you, when I say I was using a fucking shower head, I didn't want to fuck him. I didn't want to nothing. Like I didn't want to have it. He disgusted me, like just from being a bum so much.
Yeah.
And that's not what I fell in love with. And the thing about it is a lot of people be like, oh, you knew him when you was fucking him, or you knew him before you had kids with him. Okay, and I wasn't the bitch I am before I had kids. I became this person after having my kids because of the love I have for my kids. So we don't be with somebody and be like, oh, thinking like, oh, he just gonna not give a fuck about his kids or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker gonna show up just as much as I show up if you love your kid like I love my kid. You know what I'm saying? You
Most
gonna make
definitely.
changes for the better of your children. So a lot of us single moms get beat down because, oh, you knew what that nigga was. Bitch, did you know what I was before I had kids? Shit, I was worse than him. So it's like I changed for the love of my kids. And unfortunately, men don't grow up like that.
Yeah.
You have to have a bond and you have to care and you gotta have to want. Can't nobody make you want to feel like that. Just like can't nobody talk you into getting out of gang banging. Can't nobody talk you into wanting better for your life. You gotta want it. Straight up.
You gotta want it yourself. For sure.
Everybody done have fucked up parents. Everybody done been through shit. So I learned from my parents' mistakes and I refuse to be a bum-ass parent or a half-ass mama or give any excuses when it come to my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I look at niggas, majority of them didn't have a father. So what the fuck is your excuse? Like that should be the motivation you need to make sure that your kid don't have to go through what the fuck you went through or felt that emptiness or even putting all. And a lot of these niggas is bitter. Well, they would be better fathers if they had access to your pussy. But since they don't, they think they making you suffer by not helping with the kids.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, the thing with that, like you was when you were saying, some people, a lot of niggas have absent fathers. Like that's not an excuse. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. In our environment, we grew up. We got a lot of friends that didn't have fathers. Like it's normal. That's nothing, right? But in reality, though, it's not normal.
It's not
normal.
Because you know it's certain values that men teach you that a woman can't, and then you grow up and you think
you
of
mistake
how to handle certain
you
things.
mistake not you but in general men mistake being a man by being a gangbanger. That's where the fucked up
And that's how-
confusion come in.
and
a
that's
lot
how-
of boys turn gangbang because they think that make them hard, that make them
And that's
a
how
man,
we were
that make
taught
them
too. That's how we were
people was
taught.
taught,
Listen,
yeah.
because as an adolescent, you don't know. You're looking up to the people older than you.
right.
If that makes sense, you feel me? So it's like this is what it is. Banging to make a man out of you. It was a point in time I used to feel like prison make a man out of you. Like, damn, I know I'm gonna
Well,
go to jail
it's
when I get
certain.
older.
I'm gonna say
feel me?
different
Yeah.
for different people. Rock bottom is different. So some niggas, it take them to get to prison and nobody give them shit on their books. They can't call nobody. They not getting a letter to be like, I'm not coming back here. I would never do another day for the hood.
Exactly.
Nobody give a fuck about me.
Exactly.
So everybody rock bottom is different.
Yeah.
It's about perspective too. What your perspective is and how you handle certain situations.
Right.
Right.
Because everybody can't handle what you handle, right? Everybody can't handle what you handle. You feel me? So it's all about you and how you play it.
Right. And
That's
it's,
how I feel.
right. And it's all on the person because, like you said, like not having a father would probably inspire you to want to be more of a father if you
Exactly.
got kids.
Right.
Me personally, like I had a dad there, but the mistakes I saw my dad made, I'm in the situations I've probably been in before when I probably needed my dad. I'm like, shit, I'm not gonna put my son through
Yeah,
that
for
shit.
sure.
I'm gonna be there for him. So, you know what I mean? It's just different people, like you said, different people, different circumstances.
Yeah.
It's gonna take for them to fucking realize, like, all right, well, shit, I need to step up.
Some people
I need to be
grow
there.
up.
Yeah.
And some people could have their father and then lose their father at a certain age.
Right.
Or to a marriage or
Mhm.
whatever. And it could play a toll and they not used to not having them around.
Right.
Or their mother.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So
True.
it's just all how people take certain things. I think we all need support though.
For sure.
And you was talking about
You all need real people around you.
For sure.
That's what it boils down to. You need people that love you enough to tell you the truth and not tell you what you want to hear. A lot of motherfuckers got people surrounded by them and motherfuckers watch you crash out. Like, and they just
that really care
cool.
for you though. That really want to see.
Motherfuckers that
show,
care for
yeah.
you
Not
gonna
just
tell
saying,
you.
And that's rare,
I
though.
see you doing good. That really want to see you doing better.
A,
And it's
a
not a lot of-
motherfucker that
call
see you
in,
going,
like, hey,
a
what's
motherfucker
up?
that see you going down the wrong path,
You see me.
and I don't even want to
The
be
thing
your
is-
friend no more. If
see
if this
me.
how you want to live, bro.
You see me drowning, but you ain't never
The
reached out.
thing is, it's not a lot of people like that though. It's rare to find. You know, we expect a lot of people to be up there and step in when you see us about to crash out or about to whatever situation we in. And we expect that, but you over time you see like it's not a lot of people out there that really got your best interest.
We only expect that out of people when we like that.
Yeah, for sure,
You feel me? But
Yeah, because it's genuine and it come regular. Like it's just something regular. Just like I tell anybody, when you need help, when you surrounded by real motherfuckers, you don't necessarily even have to say, hey man, I need you to help me. When I come, because this is how I operate, anybody call me, reach out to me or whatever, and they start telling me their problems, I automatically feel like, damn, I gotta help. Damn, you going through this, like, well, where do I come in at
How
to
can I
at
help?
least take
Yeah.
a little bit up off you?
Right.
Now, if you come to me, you be like, fuck, man, I don't know, this bill due, wooty woo woo. I'm just trying to figure it out, wooty woo woo woo. Even if I don't got it all, I'm gonna give whatever I got to you. You ain't gotta say, hey, do you got 50? Like, let me borrow 50 or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And that's from my perspective of being a real motherfucker to people. Like, cause some people are prideful and some people don't want
Very
to ask
prideful.
because
Very
motherfuckers
prideful.
fake, or some people just really
Very prideful.
don't want to hear no. And
Yeah.
some people don't want to hear no because when they ask, they automatically feel like you got it.
Sure.
That's why they asking.
I'm one of them. I'm a very prideful dude, and I'm one of them. Like if I asked you for something, you know I need it.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Like, I gotta
you know what
need
I'm
it.
saying?
If I ask, I gotta need it.
I don't
For
ask,
real.
or I don't tell you. I don't. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm reaching out to you, this is probably like once every.
I'm in the danger zone. I'm in the
Feel me?
danger
So I
zone.
ain't
If
gonna
I
just
come to
be
you,
telling you just
it's
to be telling
in the danger zone. And then you got people that when you do come to them, they got it, but motherfucker want to see how you gonna make it happen. They'll play like they
Yeah.
don't got it just to
Yeah.
see if you gonna outcome or just waiting to be able to be like, this motherfucker struggling over there. Did you hear? They ain't got this or that or whatnot.
yeah.
Like, but could help. You feel me?
Yeah.
But since you've been living good so long, it's like a motherfucker want to see you suffer. And that's in our
right.
culture real heavy.
Right.
You know what though? It's crazy. You ain't even gotta have the best of anything. A person could dislike you or not want to see you doing good just based off of who you are. Like
Right.
how you can control certain things or how people navigate to you, how people love you and
Mhm.
embrace you and respect you.
That's where a lot of
People
my hate
despise
come in at.
that.
Like, at first, I really didn't understand because I'm like, damn, I don't fuck with people. Like, I probably pop my shit
I
or
don't
whatever.
fuck with nobody.
But I don't fuck with people. I don't come for nobody. I don't do none of that type of shit. So when I start receiving hate and shit, and then especially from motherfuckers that feel like, oh, they living better than me. They in designer every day. They living like this. They ain't got kids. They already up one. I got kids and shit. Then I start realizing like, why are you comparing yourself to me if you feel like I'm so beneath you
Exactly.
because it's
Right.
something you
It's
lacking
because of just
and
you
you see
your aura.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of people have
Especially-
disliked me for just because strangers love me.
Especially
You know what I'm
if it's
saying?
coming from family.
You
It's
know
like,
how
and I
many
look at
people-
shit like, bro,
You know how
that's
many
something you got to deal with.
you know how
what I'm
many
saying?
people
'Cause I never gave the impression
Dino,
that
do you know how
I'm
many
better.
people I never carry myself like I'm better than anybody. And people think because I come out and I'm decent every day or whatever, like that don't mean I'm better. I was raised by an older woman and she said when you come out the house, you're supposed to look presentable as a woman. The women are different from men. You know what I'm saying? A man can wake up in his jersey shorts and throw a t-shirt on and walk out the door.
Right.
A woman can't do that. You gotta wash your ass and you need to look like you washed your ass. You know what I'm saying? Your hair, walking
We don't
out
want
with
to
a
see no
motherfucking
pajamas and no
Yeah.
bonnets. and all
Exactly,
that
yo.
on.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
Even too, it's not really against black women when you say don't come out with a bonnet and all that. It's about your self-pride, your self
presentation,
taking pride
yeah.
in how you look, representation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I step out, I'm a grown woman. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I shouldn't look like I need somebody to tell me like you need to wash your ass or your hair Why you walking out with that bonnet? Because in reality, you got a bonnet on because your hair is done. What the fuck is the point of having your hair done if you gonna walk around with a bonnet on?
Right.
It don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, at the end of the day, as a young woman, I'm better than certain ways of carrying yourself because my grandma taught value to certain things. So it's like you step out and you look presentable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you go from
Right.
there. And I got people that hate that about me. They think that I'm trying to be better or I think I'm better. And it ain't none of that shit. Like, it's just I'm an adult. And
Right.
I take care of myself at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how many kids I got. Self-care is important too. Like, that's how I manage. You wake up, a woman, you can ask any woman, her nails not done, hair not done, and she ready to wait. It's like a depression almost. Like you just don't feel right. You don't look right. Like you just, and then now you see why so many bitter mad bitches walking around. You walking around half did up every fucking day, and then you mad because you ain't getting the love or attention, affection that you looking for. I don't give a fuck how long you been with a man. You supposed to make it your priority to keep him
Keep them
invested into
around.
you.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Like he's supposed to.
Stupid, bro.
No, but it's true though. Like, because bitches be like, oh, nigga be out here looking for this and that or whatever. Well, he wouldn't be looking at it for that if you gave him the comfort of just telling you that this is what he like and this is what he want.
yeah.
And this is
But
what
if
he got.
he going out and he getting it from somebody else, is because he not comfortable enough, and this freaky bitch is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay. So look, last week, right? Nah, for real. We talked a little bit about the dating world. It got a little spicy. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the dating world, it's a little tricky. You know, you don't know what you got. I'm not talking about, I ain't never did no internet dating or nothing like that as far as that.
You
I
know,
have
yeah, no, like
DM.
no,
Come on,
internet
Mills.
dating.
Nah, I never like did
Like
no,
what's it called? Like the dating
like
apps and
Planet
shit.
and
Dating
shit
app?
like that.
Yeah, okay.
Nah,
I never did
none of that.
dating
Yeah.
apps. I don't fuck with nobody off of Instagram, Facebook, or nothing. Like, it's from when we
Just a real
up under
interaction.
each other, and then it's just a vibe,
Right.
and then from there we just get closer and
Right.
closer. Motherfucker DM me all day, or
You
I
know
don't
my
pay that shit
initials
no
is?
attention.
What?
You know
Yeah,
my
yeah.
initials.
DM.
Come
DM
on, man.
day.
Quit playing with me.
This DM day. He gonna
Come
hit
on,
the
man.
DM.
Come on, baby.
He gonna hit the DM.
Nah, for real, because I'm not dating no more at all, for real. But I'm saying, the dating world, it could be scary, it could be tricky. You don't know what's what. People all the time, they'll pretend to be some shit that they know that you like or you look to,
Right.
and then later on they come out or whatnot, right?
I feel like that's where common sense play a role. Like, cause at a certain extent, you gotta pick up on fake shit. You gotta pick up on fronting. You gotta pick up on, it's just certain shit people do, and you know the love there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what's coming out my mouth. This bitch rub my feet every night. This bitch cook for me. This bitch, like, you can't fake that.
You one of those?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I massage my boyfriend. I rub his feet, like, and that's regular every night. Like, it's like we watch a TV and I just do it.
Let
Like,
me ask you this. Do you initiate
what you mean, like sex? Or
sexual wise? Do you initiate to your man or do you look forward to him?
honestly, like, I'm gonna just keep it real, no cap. Me in a dating game, like, my boyfriends be obsessed with me, all of them. Like, I don't have to do nothing. Like, I just exist, and I'll be like, God damn, like, this nigga can't stop touching me. Like, this nigga can't. So I
do that
never.
give you an advantage then? Like, you know, like they weak.
Yeah,
so you
kind
know
of.
that
It is,
you
but
can
at the
play
same
games
time,
with them niggas.
it at the same time, actually, it's a bonus for me because it give me the security of I can fully love you and
This
not
nigga
have
obsessed
no
with
type
me,
of
huh?
no type of second thought or nothing like that. Like, and I could give them my full undivided attention. I feel like when you dating somebody that they supposed to feel like your baby, your everything. Like, they gotta miss you when you gone. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
They need to
know,
miss you when, if they don't miss you or they not, you know, my niggas is calling me. Like, I can't even go hang out.
But
I'll be like,
when do
fuck.
it feel like that's a bug? Like, damn, like
I don't know, because to me, honestly speaking, if you really in love, like you feed off the love. So it's like you not trying to push love away because that's what we looking for or whatever. So even when my boyfriend was home, I bullshit you not. If he was about to go somewhere, if I'm about to go somewhere, he don't want to go nowhere. Like, he ready to go where I'm going. I'll be like, come on, bro. Like, Or I'll drop him off somewhere and I'll be halfway where I'm going and he'll call like, nah, come back and get me, come back and
But
get
you
me.
know he just want to be with
He
you.
want to be with me, and I
That's
think
tight.
it's so cute.
That's
I'm
tight.
not tired of him, but I just feel like as a man, you need a break. Like I'm not trying to smother you. I'm not
So
gonna
it's
call.
insurance for
I'm
you
not
too,
gonna,
though.
yeah,
Because it's
because
like
I'm not calling. I'm not doing none of that on some real shit. I'm gonna let you do you and have your
like,
break or whatever
why
because
this bitch ain't calling?
yeah, and that's what they be like. Hold the fuck up. What is she doing? Like, so it's like I'm not running from love. You know what I'm saying? I'm going head on in. So going to hang out is I'm going to go chill because I just want you to have a breath of air and not feel smothered or whatnot. But if you calling me, you want to be up under me, then I'm going to come be with you or whatnot because bitches complain about they niggas. Oh, he always want to be with his bros. That's a good feeling. This nigga only an hour. He like, that's good. Come get me.
So how important is affection?
It's very
From a
important
man.
because affection is part of your emotions. And when your emotions is secured and you locked in. So when you locked in, it's like the nagging, the shit that like even the insecurities, that shit don't exist. Once you really like locked in with somebody, like you not looking for a fucking problem. Like you got people in a relationship and a nigga ain't never cheated, but when he leave out the door and he been gone for 3 hours, a bitch like, what you doing? Like what? Like what you like? I'm not that type of person. Like you are a human being. Like you are welcome to enjoy yourself outside of the comfort zone with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to have other people and friends. You got people that think love is they don't want you to have friends. They don't want you. It's only me and you.
Yeah.
Like only me and you. That's not love.
That's not love.
That's smothering. That's controlling.
Yeah.
That's trying to make sure that they keep you there and they can't seek information, help, nothing for nobody else. You want them to 100% just need you. And that's toxic as fuck.
Right.
That's super toxic.
So we gonna have to close in a minute, but I got a question for you. If you could look back, right, and this is for like the people that's probably like was in your position or and currently in your position, like when you were 20 years old, 21, 19, if you could go back and tell yourself like 2 or 3 things that you've learned or that can inspire a young lady that may be in your position when you're
I'll
during
tell
that
them
time.
to not trust nobody. Keep your trust and your faith in God, and He ain't gonna steer you wrong. And I'll say, always put yourself first. In your 20s, don't be looking for love because them age brackets, them is Cinderella stories. Like you get one out of the whole fucking school who come out of high school and be high school sweethearts, get married and never fuck with nobody else. It's only like 1 or 2 families that come out like that. We get out of school and we be looking for love because we was neglected it from our parents. So when you start fucking with somebody, you looking for all of that in them. You know, security, protection, love, you know what I'm saying? Affection, all that shit that our parents lacked. So in our 20s, we not focused on school, businesses, and all that type of shit. We just thinking we're grown now. Like, and you want somebody to be your significant other and you want to play house, whether you got your home house or not. Motherfucker ready to live in their grandparents' house and make babies and shit. That is fucked up. I feel like when you're in your 20s, just live your fucking life with no regrets on some real shit because you gonna realize that it's better pussy and dick out there. It gets greater later. And think you love this person after you date a few, you gonna realize that you like something in somebody else. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's just confusing. Love is confusing and don't look for it in your 20s because it's not there. Right. Ain't nobody looking for love. So, especially not young boys. Like they not looking
I always
for love.
say I don't want a woman who ain't went through her whole phase yet.
Well, I never had a whole phase. Honestly.
No?
You haven't came yet?
You haven't came yet? He hasn't come yet?
I'm confused. Wait, what y'all mean it hasn't come yet? Like, I don't think it's gonna come because honestly, me, okay, to be sexually involved with somebody, like I have to like give you all of me. Like I can't just halfway step. Like for example, I grew up and I watch females like live it up because they fucking the niggas with money, but they don't got no love for this nigga, don't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I've had niggas that got all the money and, you know what I'm saying, want to be with me, but I'm not attracted to you. Don't touch me, don't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be fully, like, like I said, once we vibe or whatever, that already opened me up right there. Once we start vibing or whatever, then when we start talking and getting closer, we dating and we going out and shit. Like now, I'm learning you and I'm getting more comfortable with you. I can't just fuck nobody because I'm horny or they got this or they got that. Like I gotta really fuck with you. 9 times out of 10 after I fuck with you, we really about to be in a real relationship. Like, and that's that.
Mm.
Like I never fuck nobody and then like be together 3 years later.
You
Like,
must then used to go to Brothers of the Sun after hours, huh?
I used
Nah,
to be
I'm
up
just
there
playing.
sometime. I used to be up there sometime. I used to be up there sometime.
for real,
Nah,
look.
niggas used to be up there fucking on the dance floor.
Man,
Sweaty as
the
a motherfucker.
bathrooms,
Man,
bathroom,
they used to
some
go
bathroom.
crazy in there. Look, but look, before we get up out of here, I do have one more question I gotta ask you. Before you let the people know where they can follow you at. If there's one thing you could be known for before you leave this earth, what would it be?
Love and loyalty and my genuine love for anybody because I don't have to know you to love you. Like I help people every fucking day, like every day. And that's all I want people to see me as. Like I'm really here to do God's work. Like at this point, I probably did a lot of fucking up and shit, but at this point, like I'm really letting God use me. And that's part of like why when you said, was it hard when the shit happened at the store? Because I'm like, in between worlds. And I'm like, you testing me, God. You want to see if I'm going to backtrack and I'm going to go do that. And you want to see if I'm going to trust the process and keep moving forward. So it's tricky, you know what I'm saying? But I'm rocking for God, you know what I'm saying? And I'm moving for
That's what's
him.
up.
Man,
So
come
I'll
on,
let
man.
him take
Put
care of
where
all
the
my
applause
problems.
at.
Real quick, can you forgive? Can you forgive?
I'm still learning. That's a big part for me because I'm a grudge holder, unfortunately. And I'm starting to do it like this. Like, just because I don't fuck with you don't mean I don't forgive you. I just know where I stand with you, and you don't need to be in my comfort zone. So that's not, holding a grudge or anything like that. It's you fucked up, and it's no second chances. Like, you showed me that you don't got loyalty, and I'm not gonna let you bite my hand again.
Right.
Talk to me, man. We appreciate you.
Thanks
real.
for coming through.
Where they can find you at?
Oh, what's the Instagram I got
coming
now?
up?
Because it's a new one. I think it's Book of Eli 55 or Book of Eli _55 or Book of Eli _ I don't know which one
It's
this
one
is.
of
Y'all
them.
just put in Book of Eli. It's going to come
gonna-
up.
And
One
what
of
you
them
got
gonna
coming up? What you talking about a podcast?
Like right now, I am working on a podcast with Against the Grain, and it's about targeting the community of Compton, strictly Compton. Whoever on board, it don't matter where you from or whatnot. If you want to try to save these kids, that's the path that we on or whatnot. So I'm working on that. I got a daycare coming.
That's what's up.
I've been working with these Caucasian men about speaking out in front of big audience. They kind of want to use me, whatnot. So I don't know where that's gonna take me, but I'm doing business meetings at least once a week with them or whatnot right now, to try to find my place in a world too, kind of, because not necessarily that don't mean that have to be what's for me. It could be another door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm back in school. Like I'm trying to elevate the nursing career or whatnot. And every day I'm working on me. Like I'm just trying to be a better person. I did a lot of fucked up shit and I'm just trying to make up for it. And I'm trying to make sure that my kids don't reap nothing I sowed.
For sure. And we thank you for coming. It's not gonna be the last time you're gonna see Eli.
Eli
again.
part 2.
She
You
coming
already
back
know.
through.
She come back
Yeah.
every month.
Yeah.
Every month she come back.
Whenever they call me, I'm pulling
Yeah,
up.
For
You
sure,
already
man.
know, man.
It's
But,
Dad
Eli,
Podcast. Let them know that.
Down at Diligent Podcast, man. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, fuck with us, man. We fuck with y'all. We talk back for real, for real. Get them subscribers up, man. Come
Subscribe,
on, man.
for
Let's
sure.
go. Let's go for real.
We got 300 though.
Come on, we at 300, baby.
Yes, sir.
Eli in the building.
Never know who will
Get it.
watch that shit and
Right.
post it.
Right.
Shit go viral overnight.